She was once Disney's golden girl. Skai Jackson, stylish, outspoken, and one of the most recognizable Gen Z stars, seemed unstoppable. But in 2024, headlines exploded with shocking news. Skai Jackson was arrested for domestic battery. Fans were left asking, what happened to the confident, funny girl we all grew up watching? From child stardom to cancel culture to her actual arrest, this is the real, raw story of Skai Jackson. Skai Jackson's journey has been nothing if not dramatic. Born on April 8, 2002, in Staten Island, New York, she hit the spotlight almost as soon as she could walk. Her mother, Kia Cole, sensed early on that Skai was special. When Skai was only 9 months old, her mom sent baby photos to modeling agencies, and within 2 weeks, she was signed. The infant Skai began appearing in print ads and commercials, and by age 4, she had already landed her first film role. Even at that young age, Skai knew what she wanted. Watching Raven-Symoné on That's So Raven, she thought, if she can do it, I can do it too. Her mom gave up her own job to manage Skai's auditions in New York, and eventually the family moved to Los Angeles for bigger opportunities. Everything changed when Skai was cast as Zuri Ross on Disney Channel's hit sitcom Jessie. The role of Zuri, the witty and sharp youngest daughter in a wealthy New York family, was a breakout hit. The show ran from 2011 to 2015, and Skai quickly became a fan favorite. She won a Young Artist Award and even earned a nomination for an NAACP Image Award. She later reprised her role in the Disney spin-off Bunked, continuing from 2015 to 2018. By this point, she was a Disney star, appearing in commercials, press tours, and building a massive young fanbase. As Skai moved into her teenage years, she didn't step away from the spotlight, she leaned into it. She gained millions of followers across Instagram and Twitter, becoming not just an actress but a teen influencer and activist. In 2019, she released her debut book, Reach for the Sky: How to Inspire, Empower, and Clap Back, a mix of memoir and motivational advice. Then in 2020, she joined the cast of Dancing with the Stars, where she made it to the semi-finals. That same year, Time magazine named her one of the 30 most influential teens. She spoke out about bullying and racism and promised to use her platform to create positive change. That promise would come with serious controversy. In mid-2020, during a time of heightened racial tension and social justice protests, Skai became known for exposing people on social media who had posted racist content. Fans sent her screenshots of offensive videos and comments, and Skai reposted many of them with the users' full names and sometimes even their schools tagged. Her message was clear. If you're racist online, be ready to be held accountable. At first, this earned Skai widespread praise. Media outlets highlighted her as someone bravely using her platform to fight hate. But soon, things got complicated. Critics accused her of doxing, publicly sharing personal information in ways that could lead to real-world harm. One of the most high-profile incidents involved a 13-year-old boy who was accused of making an offensive comment online. After Skai posted about him, rumors began to circulate that his parents lost their jobs and that the boy was expelled from school. The internet split into two camps, some praised her for speaking out, others said she'd gone too far. Skai responded on Twitter with an apology. She said she never meant to hurt anyone's family or cause people to lose jobs. She clarified that she hadn't known the boy was only 13, and that she had misunderstood a meme he'd shared. She also denied ever sharing home addresses, saying she was receiving messages from strangers warning her that her own safety could be at risk. Still, her Twitter account was briefly suspended, and the backlash grew. Some people began using the hashtag #CancelSkaiJackson, while others rallied in her defense. It was a turning point, one where her intentions and actions were both heavily scrutinized. Despite the storm, Skai didn't disappear. She continued working, continued posting, and kept moving forward. But 4 years later, in 2024, she would face an even bigger challenge, this time involving the law. In August 2024, Skai and her boyfriend were seen arguing publicly at Universal City Walk in Los Angeles. Security called in law enforcement after witnesses reported what looked like a physical altercation. According to police, Skai shoved her boyfriend during the dispute. Surveillance footage confirmed this, and officers determined she was the primary aggressor. She was arrested on suspicion of misdemeanor domestic battery and booked at the West Hollywood Sheriff's Station. Her bail was set at $20,000, which she posted that same night. The news spread quickly, with headlines calling it a shocking turn for the former Disney star. At the time, Skai was 22 years old, and, as it later turned out, pregnant with her first child. The arrest shocked fans and media alike. Many had seen her as a role model, a childhood star who had managed to stay grounded. Now, she was at the center of a legal scandal involving domestic violence. But the story didn't end there. Just a few weeks later, prosecutors announced they would not be pursuing any charges against Skai. The district attorney's office reviewed the case and found no visible injuries on the alleged victim. Her boyfriend also refused to cooperate with the investigation. Without that cooperation and without strong evidence, the DA declined to file charges. Skai's legal team released a statement saying she was relieved, thankful, and ready to move on. The incident, they insisted, had been blown out of proportion. With the charges dropped, Skai returned to social media and to her fans. In early 2025, she gave birth to a baby boy, whom she named Kasai. She shared a heartwarming post holding his tiny hands, writing about how full her heart felt. The birth marked a new beginning, one of motherhood, healing, and a hopeful return to her career. So, where does that leave Skai Jackson today? She's still young, just in her early 20s, but she's lived through more than many experiences in a lifetime. From child star to teen activist, from internet backlash to arrest headlines, Skai has weathered highs and lows in full view of the public. Some see her as a cautionary tale, others as a survivor of the spotlight. Through it all, she's remained resilient, determined to use her voice and rebuild her image on her own terms. She continues to act, most recently taking on roles that reflect her growth into more mature characters. She's active on social media, but with a more grounded, family-focused presence. And as a new mother, she seems to have found a deeper purpose, one not driven by fame, but by love, accountability, and starting over. Skai Jackson's story is far from over. But one thing is clear, whether you know her from Jessie, from social media, or from the headlines, she's a figure who continues to evolve, navigating fame, mistakes, and redemption in real time. Drop your thoughts below. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more deep dives into the rise and fall of today's most viral stars.